Shubor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Menteri ke Sorkar pedeng badepet ya katanat kambari bat textile Pabrita Margherita henne ka arpu arterik urumphang 8,000 ahusan habakran barkinong thok khubor ha office trekam jong ka party hanong ba shalong ulaong baka jingthmu ban pelong ya ka Visit Meghalaya kalong ban pensngo halor kamang Tyngka jong ka Sorkar pedeng khamtam habaya dei bat ka roi kapar kalong kaman ha ka than kari India kenthup ya ka than chatei lamingi jong kari Habakran cekinong thok khubor halor kimat bakongsan jong kamang Tyngka jong ka Sorkar pedeng 8,000 apusan hadu 8,000 apun rio kabalapan bana dang Shen uloong baka Jingiarap sya ka jela Meghalaya kalanang keo hapo ka Sorkar NDA da kabapen kenmau baka jela Meghalaya ru karoi uloong banpen state ya karoi kapar ka Sorkar NDA kalamang shibun ki scheme la ka jong hapo ka DONER NEC ki don ru ki project surok ki project shnayeng ki tourism hub ki badang pentre kam ha Meghalaya da kababen rap baka jela Meghalaya lingba ka MSME kanyo ya ka jingmentoy ban sengkam sengjam Margherita uloong ru baka Mang Tyngka kalabu ru ya ki kendon na kabentaban Kyntiew ya ki nong tray hasor ha kaba hasor ki brio ki baduna ya kayo kakot kinyo jingmentoy.
Very honored, and it's my really great privilege to be here today to discuss the key highlights of the Union Budget 2025-26 in our party office. Being here in Shillong, Meghalaya, is always a great feeling, like home away from home. Allow me to start with my personal feelings. That this Shillong is very close to the people of Assam, especially the cultural fraternity. Personally, I used to shoot many documentaries, songs, and short films here in the most beautiful state of India, that is our very own Meghalaya. And now I'm also wearing my president's face is our Meghalaya Garu jacket, right?
Garu, yeah. Garu design.
So it's a Garu design. So I always take pride when people appreciates the motifs and beautiful designs of our Meghalayan textiles and the folk traditions. Even just a couple of days ago, because of my deep respect and love and affection for the rich heritage and culture of Meghalaya, I could not but take part in ramp walking, being a showstopper with our Meghalayan fashion designer Daniel's show in the Bharat Tex 2025, one of the biggest textile expo in the world, organized by our Ministry of Government, Textiles of Government of India, where I wore a attire made up of our India silk. So now let's discuss about a few salient features of our budget. On behalf of our party, at the outset, I thank people of Meghalaya, along with each and every citizen of our great nation, for constant support and special support to the budget of Government of India for the financial year 2025-26. And thanks to our media fraternity also for being a constant support and for your appreciation.
The minister who told us the details, that was good in fact. But I have some queries. One thing is that whenever you mention about any sector, you say Meghalaya will get lion's share, Meghalaya will get. But what will be the exact share?
No, actually,
let me complete
first this portion. You know, whenever I speak about tribal affairs ministry, which is being increased by many folds, definitely our population, our demography is mainly, tribal population. That is why, obviously, you are going to get share, and moreover, along with lion share, I have mentioned the proportionate share also. Because if in the urban housing scheme or rural housing scheme, if a crore of houses are
allotted to the beneficiaries, definitely proportionately where our people are going to get the housing scheme benefits. In the same way, if 50,000 Atal Tinkering Lab are being commissioned, are being delivered, definitely we too have government schools here in Meghalaya, along with all the other government schools. Proportionately, we are going to get the same numbers of the proportionate numbers of laboratories. If we have a budget of Kisan credit card, definitely along with all the other Kishans, we are going to get it. So if thousands and thousands crores of rupees are being allocated for infrastructure development, or suppose it's road construction, road connectivity, definitely it's been proven that compared to the previous governments, the road connectivity is drastically changed in a very positive way here in Meghalaya. So proportionately, in each and every scheme, be it infrastructure development, be it culture, be it sericulture, I also serve in the Ministry of Textiles, be it tourism, everywhere, like all the other parts of our country, like all the other states, Meghalaya is also going to get the same benefits proportionately.
But
But with a special focus, because Northeast,
how much for donor?
That is, donor. We have the privilege of donor, and at the same way we have PM Divine, the programs.
Donor enhancement in donor.
Enhancement in donor. Donor is there. I will just. Okay, coming back to our Northeast allocation. So, if I compare, at first, let me compare, because I'm sitting right now at the BJP office. So, being a NDA partner, so I must compare with the allocation of the previous UP also. It is ethical duty as a BJP spokesperson or a member. Earlier, in post the pre-2014, actual expenditure under 10% gross budgetary support of Northeastern region was 24,819 crores in 2015. Actual expenditure under 10% gross budgetary support in Northeast region was 1.2 lakh crore post 2014. So increase of 314% compared to 2014. And provisions under Union Budget 25-26, 822 crore for schemes of Northeast India Eastern Council, that is NEC. And other key initiatives also are there. I have already mentioned probably. It is an increase because of our hard work of our Meghalayan people also, because of the progress and prosperity of Meghalaya people also. Tax devaluation is 10,910.14 crore budgeted for Meghalaya. And grants in aid, it was in Meghalaya 9,371 crore. And we have as a whole, like NEC, donor, along with that, we have special program like PM Divine also, and some special projects which are specially dedicated for Northeastern region in each and every sector. So, like all the other, NECIDS is also there. The NECIDS specially dedicated for our Northeastern region. So, in this way, right from water resource to budgetary allocation for Northeastern region has been increased, and I will give you the exact figure after a while.
One more thing is that when we see the budget of this financial year 25-26, we don't see for the hill states of Northeast any specific thing, because it's a very general thing. Whatever is there for the entire country, okay, Northeast will also fight for the thing. But specifically for a hill state of Northeastern region, including Meghalaya.
There are 2-3 things are there. You see, first of all, the general budget, it will benefit like other states. It will benefit our Northeastern states also. But because it is a special zone, that is why a special ministry with special budget, that is our donor, was created by Paramadirni Atal Bihari Vajpayee, and where the Northeastern budget has been increased. So other states do not have that privilege with a separate ministry with a separate budget. So hilly or plain, our Northeast has a special ministry with a special budget. This indicates that each and every budget we have a special category with special budget. Moreover, special schemes I have already mentioned. We have NEC, we have NECITS, and in connectivity also, the special programs are taken. The highest numbers of roads have been constructed during this tenure of Modi ji, and highest numbers of tourism projects are being underway under grants in aid. The key initiatives of you're talking about. I have already mentioned about PM Divine scheme, the four-lane road in New Shillong Township. I have at the very beginning I mentioned about this. This is the testament of special, focus on our Northeast. Special, the road, any sector, any sector, any department, any ministry, we have a common budget. Along with that, apart from that, we have donor. This is the specialty about which you were asking, the why, how we are special. So, right from connectivity to infrastructure, from sericulture. Being a Minister of State for Textile, I can assure you that our ministry has specially considered many projects for the development of our silk industry in our Northeast, including Meghalaya. So we are rich in muga, eri, silk, tasar. So apart from other ministry, even in textile ministry also we have taken special care. And so state by state I have all the data, but I think Arunachal, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, I can give you all the things. But definitely Prime Minister Modi ji have always taken it on his priority to develop our Northeast. That is why compared to the combined visits of the entire our predecessors of him, the number of combined visits is much lesser.
But are you satisfied with the program implementation by the state government here?
So definitely, we always appreciate the hard work of each and every government, irrespective of ideology or party affinity or alliance, etc. Be it Meghalaya, be it Maharashtra, be it Assam, be it Bihar. Each and every part
but
of our
program
country is
implementation.
important. So how programs are implemented, this is evaluated by our bona fide agencies. So evaluating that, further grants are approved, and till this moment I think all the stakeholders are working properly. But there may be some loopholes may be there. Practically, the people of Meghalaya will evaluate it, so it's up to them to judge. But as a central government, Meghalaya is always is a part of our growth engine as envisioned by our Prime Minister. Meghalaya is always important for us. We, the central government, are always stand with the state government and people of Meghalaya, and we are optimistic. If there is any gap is there, definitely it will be bridged by both the central and state government.
But your Tura MDC, Mr. Bernard Marakhi, has again and again pointed out loopholes in various sectors. So are you considering, because he is also BJP leader, are you considering the loopholes that he is bringing forward?
That I'll take the question. That we will look. We will talk with our concerned MDA partners so that nothing has been left out. So we will be looking into it.
So let me conclude with the Honorable President. So we are marching forward for a Viksit Bharat as envisioned by Param Adरणीय Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi ji, and so we have immense confidence with our alliance partner, with all the stakeholders, with each and every government, with each and every citizen of this country. So if there any gap is there, any loophole is there, definitely we are sure that joining hand in hand, we can resolve all the loopholes if there is any. I'm not saying that there are, but if there is any, definitely everything can be resolved. We, the state government, central government, all our main focus, our goal is to achieve the goal of Viksit Bharat. That's why we are confident that state government and the stakeholders will definitely and the central government definitely will be successful to achieve that goal.
Your department.
Which department?
External affairs. Because
External-
we are border living people.
Haha.
There are concerns about interstate border issues, especially infiltration, militants regrouping following the adverse stand of the Bangladesh regime against India. So your assurance to the people living in the border area.
So I think being a senior journalist, you know that this kind of issues are generally addressed by our office's spokesperson, or generally just a couple of hours ago he has addressed many things. Generally in a political platform like this, we generally do not discuss about the international issues, but we assure you that security, safety is always priority of our nation. But for this kind of question, definitely we will choose some other place from Bhajpa's platform or this political platform. Having the main topic of budget, I think I should not reiterate on this.
But sir, few months back, the drones were spotted at international border. So this is a cause of concern. Is the External Affairs Ministry doing anything? Because this is really cause of concern. Everyone is concerned in Meghalaya.
So this is a matter of civil aviation and definitely Home Ministry. If it is there something, then I will discuss and let you know later.
And last question, sir. Are you planning to have any passport office in Tura? Because Tura is another part, western part of Meghalaya.
So if such request comes from the state government, definitely our ministry will discuss on it, and right from this platform I cannot assure, but definitely our ministry is now working very hard to cater services to each and every, even the remotest part of our country. Like other ministries, our External Affairs Ministry also working to cater all the related service to the each and every citizen, spreading nooks and corners, even the remotest hilly areas of our country. Definitely, if such proposal comes from the state government or concerned stakeholders, definitely we'll discuss on it, and we are optimistic to have something like that.
Yes, sir.
Sure, this is a
14. The Modi government have sanctioned over 29 crore under pilgrimage rejuvenation and spirituality augmentation drive, that is Prasad scheme, and 184 crore for development of Northeast Circuit under Surya Darshan scheme, and it continues. So these are a few special programs I have mentioned, and all the other points of our Indian budget will touch each and every citizen, nooks and corners of our state of Meghalaya. So, roadmap of Viksit Bharat is our mantra. There are 4 key engines of our journey to make Meghalaya a Viksit Meghalaya, to make our India a Viksit Bharat. The 4 key engines are agriculture for rural prosperity, MSMEs for entrepreneurship and job creation. You know, MSMEs are a driving force of our economy, our livelihood, in investment for infrastructure and innovation, and exports for global competitiveness and economic growth. And this budget focuses on 6 key domains, namely taxation, power sector, urban development, financial sector, regulatory reforms, and mining. Empowering middle class for better tomorrow. Middle class is the class which is one of the main pillars of our country. So to empower the middle class, we have, all of us know that limit of tax deduction on interest for senior citizen has been doubled from the present 50,000 to 1 lakh. Annual limit of rupees 2.4 lakh for TDS on rent has been increased to 6 lakhs. And nil tax slab to income of rupees 12 lakh from existing 7 lakhs, which is being appreciated by each and every citizen of our country. So holistic welfare of Annadata, that is our Kishan, the farmers. Over the past decades, farmers have been at the center of Modi government's Bharatiya development agenda. Further bolstering the Annadata Shakti, the Union Budget has announced a new scheme, Prime Minister Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana, which will cover 100 low productivity and interest penetration agri-districts. The loan limit for loans taken under Kisan credit cards will be increased from 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs. All of us know that many of our farmers in Meghalaya also holds a Kisan credit card. Emperor Yuba, India is a Yuva Shakti, India is a Yuva country, empowering the Yuva through world-class education. Education is one of the prime focus. Union Budget has announced plans to establish 50,000 auto tinkering labs in government schools over the next 5 years in order to cultivate scientific temper among the students. And out of this 50,000 auto tinkering lab, our own state Meghalaya will also have the proportionate numbers of auto tinkering lab. So in every sector, every sphere where the budget is allocated, we, the Meghalaya, is going to get that benefits. 75,000 additional seats will be added to medical colleges. Amrit Kal through social justice and welfare across all sections. Saksam Anganwadi and Pushan 2.0 programs have been bolstered for welfare of children, pregnant and lactating women as well as adolescent girls. So under this scheme also, our people, our mothers, our children will get benefit from this program. Sustained growth, economic growth and fiscal consideration is another key point. Unlocking the potential of MSMEs, I have already mentioned. In the field of MSMEs, our Meghalaya is progressing. Our Meghalaya MSMEs are prospering. So, under the scheme that is unlocking the potential of MSMEs, through this also, our MSME sector of Meghalaya will get benefits from the Union Budget. I'm very glad to inform you that investment and turnover limits shall be enhanced 2.5 times and 2 times respectively. For startups, credit guarantee shall be revised from 10 crore to 20 crore. And new fund of funds will expand this scheme with an initial contribution of 10,000 crore. This measure shall set the tone of boosting the competitiveness of Indian MSMEs in the global markets. Infrastructure-driven long-term growth. So I'm not, covering all the points. Only a few points which are to be specially mentioned. Those special points only I have picked up. The Union Budget is very, it covers each and every ministries, departments, spheres, sectors. So only a few points which should be presented to highlight in front of you right this from only I'm picking up those points. So right from climate resilience and energy atmanirbharata to manufacturing expansion at scale and pace, from ensuring Indian cities touch new horizons to achieving global leadership through sustained impetus on exports, all the points have been covered by our Union Budget, which will cater service to each and every citizen of this country. To the media fraternity also for being so positive, and you are a real bridge between the government, between our party and the citizens of our state and the country as a whole. So already our esteemed media of Meghalaya also have discussed thoroughly about all the important points of the union budget. And now let me begin by extending my heartfelt congratulations to Paramadrinya Pradhan Mantri, Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, and Honorable Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman ji, and the entire team for presenting a visionary and inclusive budget, a budget for a Bikshit Bharat, that is, a developed India. This budget reaffirms our government's unwavering commitment to the growth, prosperity, and development for every region of India, including our Northeast. All of us know Adharaniya Narendra Modi ji considers Northeast to be the growth engine of modern India, the Ashtlakshmi. And this budget reaffirms our government's unwavering commitment. Our Honorable Prime Minister says the future of Bharat belongs to Eastern India, especially the Northeast. Before 2014, development in the Northeast region was often hindered by poor connectivity, lack of infrastructure, all of us know, the limited industrial growth. In the past 10 years, we have not only bridged these gaps, but have laid the foundation for a new era of progress. And of course, Meghalaya is at the forefront. As part of our commitment, Honorable Prime Minister Adharaniya Narendra Modi ji has encouraged and mandated fortnightly visits of union ministers to the region, ensuring continuous engagement, effective implementation of policies and projects, and direct outreach to address the local needs. All of us know that Adharaniya Pradhan Mantri ji himself has visited Northeast, including our very own Meghalaya, for more than 65 times. Northeast earlier was considered to be at the periphery. Now, because of Modi ji and BJP-led NDA government, our Northeast, our Meghalaya, is now at the center stage of the great nation of Bharat. So, all the points our esteemed media of Meghalaya have also very positively discussed already. Just let's revisit again. There should be a comparison to know, to feel the scale of progress. Just to mention, it's not politics, keeping aside all the politics, just without naming, blaming anyone. We must see, we must evaluate the facts and figures, which indicates that from 2004 to 14, grants in aid from the central government to our Northeast to our Meghalaya let's first begin with Meghalaya, it was 19,700. Now it's an increase of 105%, that is 40,452 crore rupees. This is the change. Tax devaluation earlier, during that 10 years, it was 7,273 crore rupees for our Meghalaya. But now, an increase of 572%, that is 48,883. This indicates one other very important point, that is, for nation building, the contribution of our state is very strong. For in all the aspects, contribution of our Meghalaya, right from its culture to sericulture or to horticulture, from agriculture to tourism, from infrastructure to our developing in all the sectors, right from health, education, everywhere. Our Meghalaya is also prospering. And to accelerate the momentum, to make our Meghalaya prosperous, the Modi-ji-led, NDA-led central government is joining hand in hand with our people of Meghalaya and the government of Meghalaya. So we have many schemes apart from donor, NEC, or any divine schemes, all the central government's schemes and projects, we Meghalaya have a very strong share, a very good share. All of us know under the PM Divine Scheme, a 4-lane road in New Shillong Township, Skywalk, and tourist hub at Mount Dog and IT Park at Tura have been approved. 540 kilometers of national highways constructed in Meghalaya since April 2014. Under Northeast Special Infrastructure Development Scheme, that is NESIDS, following projects have been approved in Meghalaya: 7 roads and bridges project worth 459 crore, 116 projects other than road infrastructure worth over 1,737,100 crores. Shillong Airport operationalized under URAN, and Meghalaya has availed nearly 1,300 crore in 2024-25 under special assistance to states for capital investment. Recognizing the importance of tourism in the state, we know our Meghalaya is one of the most preferred tourist destination in India, better to say in the world. So, recognizing the importance of tourism,
Indian cities at the hubs of reimagined Bharat. Thus, in order to support the urban poor and vulnerable groups, the Union budget has announced a scheme for upliftment of urban workers to help improve their incomes and quality of living through sustainable livelihoods. And I am sure that under this project, under this scheme, our urban, poor and working class of towns and cities like Shillong will be benefited. Through this scheme, PM Swadnidhi scheme, which has benefited already 68 lakhs of people, this scheme will be revamped with enhanced loans from banks, UPI-linked credit cards with 30,000 rupees limit and capacity building support. So these are some points I have mentioned, and air connectivity as a whole, if I speak about the overall development, air connectivity prior to in Northeast prior to 2014, there were only 9 airports. Now 22 airports. Post 2014, 22 airports. Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh connected via air services now. So increase of 13 airports, increase in traffic movement by 113% in the last 10 years. So Modi government has given importance, and it is priority, connectivity with Northeast and the rest of the country and the world. Connectivity is one of the priorities. That is why right from air connectivity, road connectivity, rail connectivity, in all the connectivity sectors, Modi ji's led government has given all the necessary assistance and has undertaken all the infrastructure development in our region also. So average annual budget allocation from 2019 to 2014 was till 2014, it was hardly 2,121 crore. But now, post 2014, 10,440 crore allocated in 2025-26 itself. So budget allocated in railways also 5 times, and in education, number of universities was 54, but now number of universities 84 post 2014. Number of golf colleges was 556, now it is 666. Total colleges were 724, now 950. These are facts and figures. That is why I have reiterated in front of you. In this period of 2014-15 to 2021 to 27 new universities added. Total government colleges increased by 110. Total colleges increased by 226. Therefore, in the sector of human resource development, Modi ji-led NDA government has given all the necessary assistance, cooperation and support to the people of Northeast. So national highways, total national highways in Northeast region till 2024 is a very important figure. Till 2014, total national highways in Northeast region was 10,905 kilometers, approximately 11,000 kilometers. But from 2014, only during these 10 years, it is 10,092 kilometers. So what was the figure during the entire tenure? It was 11,000 approximately. But now, during Modi's era, it is now 11,000. 190 projects covering a total length of 3,856 kilometers and sanctioned at the sanctioned cost of 80,540 crore are under construction in our Northeast. So this is the change. So if I go to the details of the budget, it will be too long. So let me limit to some important points only, then I can conclude. So Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana budget is 78,126 crore. Beneficiary will be 3.5 crore. And why I'm mentioning this? Although it's not specially mentioned that this much of houses are to be built in Meghalaya, in Assam, Arunachal, but out of this 345 crore houses to be built under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, our Meghalaya will get a proportionate share. This is important. I have mentioned about the roads construction, about the Prasad Yojana, about roads in our Meghalaya, about air connectivity. But from these central schemes also, we will be a major beneficiary state. PM Vishwakarma Yojana, 5,100 crore rupees has been earmarked. Artisans enrolled 2.6 crore, and out of this 2.6 crore artisans, our Meghalayan artisans will also be beneficiary. Yuba, I have also already mentioned about Yuba. The budget has been increased by 3.2 times. Medical education, I have already mentioned. By adding 10,000 new medical college seats in 2025 as a part of 5-year plan to add 75,000 new medical seats. And our students of Meghalaya will also take this opportunity to study medical science. Startup India, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, upskilling and skilling is another field of priority. Khelo India, we the Meghalayan people are always at the forefront in the field of art, culture and sports also. So I'm sure under the visionary leadership of Paramadarinya Modi ji, Khelo will also benefit us. The budget allocated for this is 1,000 crore. About Annadata, about empowering Annadata, about infrastructure development in the field of agriculture, I have mentioned already. And another important pillar, our nation, our budget, our priority, our vision and mission of Paramadarinya Modi ji is Nari Shakti. So, budgetary allocation to the Ministry of Women and Child Development has been increased by 32%, amounting 26,890 crores rupees. So, women are the focal point of India's success story. I repeat, women are the focal point in India's success story, as envisioned by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Another important point, 500,000 SC/ST women will get loans up to 2 crore over 5 years. We will have a lion's share here because our Northeast, our Meghalaya is mainly, we are tribal people. So under the scheme, that is 5 lakh SC/ST women will get loans up to 2 crore over 5 years. Our Nari Shakti of Meghalaya will also get the benefit. PM Ujjwala Yojana, all of us know. And about tax, no tax up to 12 lakhs, I have already mentioned. Madhyam Varg ko Naya Samartha, growth of stock market, Vivad se Vishwas, another mantra. Vivad nahi, Vishwas se chahiye through transparency in taxation. It has already been discussed in our local media of Meghalaya very well. I have gone through the local newspaper. PS Awas Yojana, I have already mentioned. Budgetary allocation is 3,500 crore. We will be one of the major beneficiaries. Vanchit Varg budgetary allocation for social justice and empowerment has been increased by 2.2 times. It's raised approximately 15,000 crore. And budgetary allocation for Ministry of Tribal Affairs, very important for the states like our Meghalaya. So budgetary allocation during the days of the previous government, it was only 6,725 crore. But it is very important for us, for a state like our Meghalaya, that is budgetary allocation for social justice has increased by 2.2 times. It has reached 1,000 crore, and for tribal affairs, it was 4,296. Till 2014, for tribal affairs, it was only 4,296 crore rupees. Now it is increased by 3.4 times. Now the figure is 14,926. So it is a very good news for our tribal people of states like Meghalaya, Arunachal, Assam, Sikkim, Nagaland, Manipur, so all the tribal dominated states. So it's a very good news on behalf of not as a minister or as a Karyakarta BJP, as a citizen of Northeast. I thank Modi ji and Nirmala Sitharaman ji for the whopping budget of approximately 15,000 crore for tribal affairs, which will definitely benefit our tribal people of Meghalaya. So for livelihood and social upliftment, habitat development, tourism, quality education, infrastructure development is another key sector. So in each and every sector, the Modi ji-led government, NDA government, has presented a budget which is for the overall development of each and every citizen of our country, each and every sector of each and every sphere. And I am sure that our esteemed colleagues from, esteemed friends from media fraternity will again convey the salient features, the important points through which, like other parts of the country, our Meghalaya will get the maximum benefits. So with that appeal and request, and thanking you, thanking our media fraternity, and thank our people of the beautiful state of Meghalaya, we, the Bharatiya Janata Party, have assembled here today in front of you to thank the people of India, especially people of Meghalaya, and of course our media fraternity also, for appreciating, encouraging our annual union budget for 25-26. That's all. Just actually, along with reiterating the points, special points in front of you, we have assembled here to thank the people of Meghalaya and of course you. That's all. Thank you.
Well, we have